Hey guys, Dennis from DC Supershine here. We are working on a Peterbilt grill today. This grill is in fairly good shape. The truck is less than a year old, so it doesn't really need sanding. It's still very smooth to the touch. I'm going to be working with my 3000 today just to take it easy on my arms a little bit. I do these with the 6000 usually, but this one's in great shape, so the 3000 is going to be enough. I have two new bars here that I'm testing. Probably going to be adding some bars to the DC Supershine line. There's a pink bar, and then this is more like a tri-poly. So I'm going to test those as well. Finishing, I'm going to use a flannel pad and the blue finishing bar from DC Supershine. Rake to clean my pads, and of course safety gear, so mask, earphones, and gloves. Hey guys, so on these Peterbilt grills, whenever I'm working on them, often you lift up the hood here to be able to get to the sides properly in the back of the lights. Just a quick note, I'm sure most of you guys already know this, but a lot of these newer trucks come with locks. And if you try and close the hood and this lock is not unlocked like this, you can bend and break this. So just make sure that whenever you do that, you check to make sure there's no lock, or if there's one, I always unclick it right away, so whenever I close the hood, it doesn't break on me. Okay guys, so whenever you're into tighter spots like this, like at the top of the lights and you're getting really close to the fender, I use some 12-inch pads, so there's a difference here. I have 10 and 12. 99% of my work is done with 10-inch, but I do carry a few 12s here and there just to get the spots like that. So what you do is, because the pad's a little bit bigger, it allows you to get a little bit further in so you can do the top. Now, if you don't have this, it doesn't matter. You can blend all that in by hand and it's fine. But if you want to do it by machine with a bigger pad, it just makes it a little bit easier. Quick note, when you're this close, especially with the bigger the pad, the more wind or suction that it creates. So when you're close to the fender like this, Just be careful because the machine's going to want to tend to be sucked in towards the fender. And if your flange hits the fender, you're going to scratch your fender. So just be careful with that. So the cutting step is done. I wanted to try 2 bars today, but this pink bar as a 1 step with no sanding, I liked it so much I just kept using it. So anyways, I really like this. I'm probably going to use this on a lot of other stuff. Now a couple of things to note here. As you saw, I lowered my RPM to 1400 whenever I got into the little cracks here. This is a newer truck. The rivets are still nice and strong. I could have left it at 3500 and just jam it in there. Makes it a little hard on the arms whenever you do that, but I just lower the RPM. It makes it super easy and manageable to put in there without it pulling, and you're not going to pull out your little rivets here. On an older truck, often you have these that start getting loose, they start getting bent a little bit, and especially with the 6000, if you get that caught in there, they pop right off. I've done it. So just lower your RPMs and it'll minimize or not do any damage at all, actually, especially on a newer truck like this. So now we're going to jump to the finishing step. Something I wanted to mention is, I've said this before, you know, there could be 100 polishers in the same room. They all polish different way and they all get good results. It's just the way it is. So my rule of thumb is, I've been doing this a long time. I do it one way. I get good results. I keep doing it that way. So if you're not getting good results, or if you follow somebody else, you watch other YouTube channels of other polishers and they do it a different way, doesn't mean that it's right or wrong. If it's working for you, keep doing it that way. So oftentimes what happens is you're starting to have issues with things, you're having a hard time polishing, things are not working. You'll watch several guys and you'll try and mix things up. Don't do that. That's one of the reasons why you're having a hard time, is if you start using different styles, trying different products or mixing products or something like that, usually that's one of the reasons why you're getting frustrated and things are not working for you. So follow somebody or watch somebody and do it step by step. Follow their step-by-step process and you'll get better results. Okay guys, so the finishing is completed. There's a few spots here that you can't really get by machine, so we're going to blend that in by hand, clean up some of the black spots around the rivets, and take the tape off, and this grill will be completed. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like me on Facebook and on Instagram. If you have any comments or any questions, comment down below. I'd love to hear them. I'd like to thank Palan for letting us use their shop today. We've been doing work for these guys for a few years now, and they're great customers. Thank you very much.